Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Kotetsu and welcome back to another live reaction video, and today we are reacting to something that I actually thought was never ever gonna return again. The video that came out today is something I was not expecting at all, and I just gotta give huge thanks to Plasma Stunts for making me aware of this because no one else let me know. And this just came out this morning, so again, thank you Plasma for making me aware of this. And this is a collaboration video between the team Engrossed In and another team called BBCS. I'm just going to assume that that's another Japanese team because they're working with Engrossed In. And this Teamtage is called A Fire Inside. And this is the second time Engrossed In has done a collaboration Teamtage, and I really like it. I feel like this community kind of needs more collaboration Teamtages. And to make this video even more unlikely, Kinter is the one editing it. And if you guys aren't already aware, like, everyone thought that Kinter quit and he wasn't going to ever do any edits again. But he did an edit for this video. So, wow. I am so excited to watch this. I'm just, like, freaking out right now. I have to see this. So, let's watch this video together right now. Okay. Black screen. What is this? Alright. So, the two logos of the two teams and a collaboration. Yes. Okay. So first here we have Samurai and Hero Peachy. Oh, they're doing the Panto launch method. That's pretty cool. So I see this isn't as BMX oriented, and that's pretty good. I'm glad that they're like sort of reaching out. Pretty cool opener stunt. Oh, a wall ride of the car, and this isn't even single player, is it? Okay, so Hero Peachy, and he gets a clean landing too. That's pretty cool. I'm liking this. Okay. So, sort of like a hipster slide thing. And going towards the back of that, holy crap. I don't think I've ever seen someone do that technique for the Akuchi before. That's insane. Okay, so black here. And he's doing sort of, I don't know, I forget what those are called. That's a cool stunt too with the thrust. And, okay, so a jet stunt, Samurai. Okay, what's he gonna do? So he goes through there. Oh, he's gonna go backwards, isn't he? He's gonna go back through it. Yep, knew it. The color correction is so good on this video, too. And he's going to go through that again. I don't recall anyone ever having been used this spot before, so nice original spot find, too. And, oh, almost a landing there, so he's going to fly off. Okay. So, switching up the pace pretty quickly with the Japan flag on the yacht. And they're all just, like, chilling in the hot tub. Alright, what are they going to do from here? Okay. I'm liking the fast pacing of this video. I feel like it fits it really well. And wow, that GTA 5 logo really fits well right there. Okay. Same thing if I don't know, people don't use like all these like real wall like logos anymore, like the in-game brands and stuff like that with like prolapse. I don't see people doing this as much in cinematics. I remember this is something that like Erasable Ninja, I recall him doing that once and stuff like that. Doing like the logo like sort of like implication like in the videos and stuff. I feel like it just looks kind of cool though, because it like sort of makes you like more in the GTA world. Okay. A fire inside. So Eminem and Karo BMX stunt. Okay. So, oh, he's ready to land back on like sort of the semi-truck, isn't he? I know that's what he's gonna do. That'll be so awesome, see? And he managed to pull it off, just barely. That's awesome. So Shinichi, what's Shinichi doing? That into a cog slide. Oh, that was so clean too. He just got into that. Excellent job, Shinichi. Okay. So Samurai. Okay. With another cog slide. And going back into a handlebar grind. That could not have been any cleaner, actually. Seriously. Alright. So, Tyros. Okay. On top of that, little mini precision. Pretty cool. Okay, so Hero Peachy sort of getting... Whoa! What was that? That was kind of cool looking. You don't see stuff like that very often. Okay, so Gonzo is back. Doing a wall ride here. Holy crap. That is incredible. What? Isn't that like a curved surface? How'd he even do a wall ride on that? I don't understand. Alright. Okay. Oh, so getting an entry onto that. Perfectly clean. Nothing wrong with that. And with sort of the backwards frame slide. Excellent. Absolutely magnificent. This is so good. Okay, Shinichi. Ooh, and Shinichi takes it further. Off of that, doing the cog slide on here. Okay. Alright. And Memon doing the backwards sort of frame slide thing and staying on there. Yes. And he does the double grind and the handlebar grind at the very end. Yes. Okay. Huh, what's this gonna be? Ooh, dang, that's a risky spot. Excellent job, Junya. Like, you could have really, fell in the pool right there. That was a risky stunt to take, that's for sure. Really interesting spot, too. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. So, Shinichi, how long is he gonna stay on here? And going into the side ride. And back into that. Oh my gosh! That's so good. I just love that entry, too. Black. Okay. So, thread, sort of. Really creative stunt right there. And going off of that. Okay. So, Ka. Huh, okay. And then he somehow manages to take it all the way down here on the beach by the airport. So, who is this? Okay. Tomato. Ooh, whoa, what's that kind of slide? Wow. Excellent work there. Okay. So Shinichi is going down here. What's Shinichi gonna do? What's he gonna do? And he goes into the other one! And that one is more angled too. And then he does like the cog slide of one wheel. And then he manages to land it. Yes. So this is like the edit. So obviously I'm starting to realize now that BBCS I did more than just BMX stunts. And like Engrossed In sort of did most of the BMX stunts. And Kinter did the edit against all odds. He still did the edit for this video. Thanks for watching. Arigato for making this. Yeah. So all I have to say for this video is I don't think I've watched a video before that started off like with the first stunt not really knowing what to expect, because for the first two stunts you didn't really know what to expect with this video, but then just the way it picked up towards the end. It's so good. This is some of the best BMXing I think I've ever seen. This was Sugei. This was awesome. This was magnificent. This just whole video, just like the way it was presented, like the name, A Fire Inside, just like that name too. The whole editing, like all the songs too, how they blended in, this was just such a good video. And even though we waited like 11 months to get another video from this team, it was worth it. It was easily worth it getting another video from this team. And also they introduced us to a new team too, BBCS. I'm gonna have to go check them out later because I'm not sure if BBCS is just like a new Japanese team or like a new non-Japanese team. I don't really know much about BBCS, but I wonder if they've done any work in the previous. I'm definitely gonna be checking out their channels later, so yeah. Now let's just start talking about the stunts. Okay, so at this point I've done some thinking about who I want to be the MVP and who I want to be the runner-up. And all I have to say is Shinichi fucking killed it in this video. I mean, his stunts were so good. Shinichi Ichiban, for sure. You just like did such a good job in this video. And I have at least like 5 examples of stunts I liked that I really liked in this video. So I'm gonna go back to the first stunt he hit. Like, let me go to it. Okay, so the first clip that Shinichi hit in this video was when he did that wall climb and then he got a cog slide through like the entire sort of rail right there. And what kind of made that most impressive, I guess it was like the side of a ledge if you want to speak in technical terms, is what made that so impressive though is he wall climbed so high, which is especially hard now, like after all like the BMX and like motorcycle wall climbing patches and stuff. This doing like these kind of techniques is just getting more and more harder of like every passing day. And not only did he like do that wall climb, but he like did the angling perfectly, so he was just able to get the cog slide the entire way. So that was a really good stunt. Another clip that I really liked by Shinichi was when he sort of did that crank slide and then he sort of did like a nose manual like on like the roof and he got really big air. And he like went about like 10 feet and then there's a hedge like out in the distance which he got sort of like a reverse hipster slide on. And then he landed cleanly afterwards. That was a very complicated and sophisticated stunt, and he did a really good job making the stunt. Okay, so on Shinichi's third clip, about like 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the video, this is where he makes a transition from being a king to being an absolute god. So what he does here is he does like sort of like a cog slide on that, and then he gets into a side ride, and when you first look at it, you're like, huh, that's not really that impressive. But what he does again is he gets into yet another wall ride, and then he flips his bike and sort of does, like, I don't know, like, I don't even know what to call this clip. Like, it was just such a confusing slide where he, like, has his bike sort of backwards, but he has, like, his top wheel up too, and he just slides, and then he goes into another 180 and does a clean landing, and I'm like, he did not just do that. Like, that's, like, since when do people hit stunts that good? And Shinichi's fourth clip in this video was the finisher. So what he did was he did a wheelie on a rock, and he got into a side ride. And against all odds, like, after he got done with the first side ride, he was able to, like, muster up just enough speed to get some air, and then he sort of got into a side ride going in the other direction, and chances were he wasn't even gonna attach onto the second side ride, because the thing about, like, the second one is it was much harder to get on the first one, because it was a different angle, because the way side rides work is if the angle is like this, it's pretty easy to get on, but if the angle is like that, it's not so easy. So because of the difference in angle, he had to sort of compensate it for getting enough speed to get on it, and then after that, he gets a clean landing, and probably one of the best side rides, like, double side rides in GTA 5, even though a lot of people don't consider, like, a side ride a very good stunt, but it's a huge difference between just doing a regular side ride in the storm drain, just like, yeah, easy stunt. But there's a huge difference between that and then, like, doing something like this. Okay, so for my thoughts in the edit, I just gotta give Kinter a huge round of applause for doing such an excellent job on that color correction in this video. Like, very rarely do you see color corrections, just like the right, like, sort of light manipulation tricks, like, done on this video, because, I mean, it was pretty obvious that a lot of these stunts were on PS4, and when an editor can make a PS4 clip look that good, that's how you know you got the right editor. I mean, I cannot believe how much better Kinter has gone. If you guys remember, like, all the way back in the day, like, when he edited the first Engrossed In Teamtage, it was just sort of, like, average editing work, but it's just amazing how he just transcends from, like, that kind of editor to this kind of editor. You can do work like this, and I just really love the edit. The songs are sort of like that sort of chilled out, like, sort of like versions of, like, songs, I guess, genre, I guess you could say. And even though it wasn't exactly like chill step, it was just sort of like more like calmer songs. It also had like a good vibe to it. I feel like that kind of music did fit this Teamtage well. Sorry for stuttering there. Like with like the whole like theme of it and everything. So yeah, overall I did like the music, the edit, and the stunts. And Engrossed In has just come such a long way as a team, and I just have extra respect for them too, just because like they do way more collaborations like on their videos than most teams ever have, because they've done what I mean by that is they've done like 2 collaborations of other teams, and like I'm pretty sure like Cryptic and Vengeance have just done like 1 before they merged, so you don't really see these kind of collaborations as much. Like I would much prefer to see more collaborations like this within this community between like multiple teams just working together, like combining their efforts to like put out a product that would be better than if they just like did their Teamtages separately. That's something I definitely approve of and would like to see more. So just because like they did everything right this time, I feel like I am going to give them a 100 out of a 100. And it really feels nice to give a team that score, because that just means they've done like such an excellent job. This is one of the best BMX videos I've seen in a long time, and keep it up, Engrossed In. And even if it does take another 10 months, I just hope it's as good as this. So that's all I really have to say. Really good, nice job, Engrossed In, and BBCS. Like, you guys did an awesome job. Just pat yourself on the back. And yeah, great video. So if you guys enjoy this video at any point in time, be sure to drop a like on the video, because it does help a lot. And also, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for daily GTA 5 content and more. And until next time, this is Kotetsu here. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Kotetsu out.